Good day, this is News Compact reaching you from OLUSOLA Television. I am OLUSOLA IYANUOLUWA. First headlines. Power Minister apologizes to Nigerians over persistent electricity outage. NBA condemns Sowore over courtroom press briefing in Abuja. EFCC enforces forfeiture. Evicts Malami from Abuja residence. Police arrest 7 as National Union of Road Transport Workers leadership Tussle intensifies. 2 hunters killed as bandits strike Kwara community. Now the news in details. On March 24, 2026, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, issued a public apology to Nigerians over the ongoing challenges in electricity supply across the country. The apology comes amid widespread complaints about persistent blackouts and inconsistent power distribution affecting households, businesses, and industries nationwide. In his remarks, the minister acknowledged the hardship caused by the situation, noting that the disruption have had a significant impact on daily life and economic activities. He explained that the current power supply challenges are linked to constraints within the electricity value chain, including issues relating to gas supply to generation plants and ongoing infrastructure limitations.
We want to apologize to the generality of Nigerians, officially now coming from me as Minister of Power, that for this temporary issue that is leading to hardship being experienced, especially during this dry season, where there is so much heat everywhere, where businesses are also being affected, where schools are being affected, where industries are being affected. It is not our wish to find ourselves in this situation, but it's some factors that's actually beyond our control.
The minister also outlined government's efforts aimed at improving the situation, including measures to stabilize gas supply, support power generation, and strengthen coordination with the sector. He assured Nigerians that steps are being taken to address the underlying issues, with expectations of gradual improvement in electricity supply in the coming weeks. The Nigerian Bar Association on March 25, 2026, condemned Sowore's conduct inside the courtroom, describing it as a disruption of judicial decorum. According to reports, Sowore entered the courtroom accompanied by supporters carrying cameras and recording equipment and proceeded to set up what appeared to be a press briefing. He was said to have addressed journalists on national issues from within the courtroom, despite his case not being scheduled for hearing and without legal representation present. The development led to a tension and a confrontation with a senior advocate of Nigeria, Adebayo Adelabu, who objected to the use of courtroom for media activities.
This is a courtroom, sir.
It is.
Yes.
It's a court of justice.
Yes.
We are discussing justice, yeah.
No, not in the courtroom, sir.
No, you can't.
That matter.
No, if the judge comes back, that's fine. But while we are in court, as a participant in the court process, we can discuss the issue of justice
it's
in
better
press.
done outside.
It's done.
Courtroom must be respected.
It is respect for the courtroom to discuss what
You
is
are
happening in the
supposed to
court.
be doing it outside.
No, there's no rule.
Outside the courtroom.
There's no rule
the
that
president
says.
to know.
No, there's no
This
rule.
place is a chamber of justice.
It is.
It's meant.
It's not meant for lawyers alone.
You are as a party.
Yes.
Consider. Yeah.
No, I'm
Not
not
the
a
only press conference in the court of law.
I am.
It's strange to me. I've never.
Oh.
I've practiced
Yes.
for close to 3 decades. I've never seen it in the courtroom.
Yes.
You don't do that in the courtroom.
Well, sir.
It's not a press center, sir.
In its reaction, the NBA stated that courtrooms are spaces for orderly administration of justice and must not be used for publicity or advocacy theatrics. The association emphasized that while the public has access to court proceedings, such action must be exercised with discipline and respect for judicial authority. Fresh developments have emerged involving former Attorney General of the Federation, Malami. On March 23, 2026, operative of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission moved to properties linked to Malami in Abuja, marking them under an interim forfeiture process. The action is connected to an ongoing legal case involving multiple assets allegedly linked to the former minister. Following the operation, Malami accused the commission of unlawfully taking over his residence, alleging that no valid court order was presented and describing the move as an abuse of power. By March 25, 2026, the situation escalated, with reports confirming that EFCC operatives are taking possession of one of his Abuja residents and evicted members of his family. The Commission maintains that its actions are based on a subsisting court order and are part of due legal process. However, Malami continues to challenge the legality of the enforcement, insisting that proper procedures were not followed. Following a Court of Appeal judgment delivered in November 2024, which affirmed Tajudi Ibukunle Barawa as the recognized national president, tensions have continued within the National Union of Road Transport Workers. Despite the ruling, rival leadership claims have persisted, with Musiliu Akisoya maintaining that he remains the national president of the union. In recent days, the dispute escalated further, leading to renewed confrontation among factions in parts of the country. Security operatives intervened, and the police confirmed the arrest of 7 individuals in connection with the unrest linked to the leadership tussle. The arrests are part of efforts to restore order and prevent further escalation of tensions within the union's rank. In response to the ongoing controversy, MC Oluomo has reiterated his position, insisting that he remains in charge of the union and does not recognize claims of removal from office. Meanwhile, the Barawa-led faction continues to reference the court judgment as the basis of its authority, maintaining that the legal process has already settled the leadership question. Fresh fears have gripped communities in Kwara South following the killing of 2 local hunters by suspected bandits in Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State. The victims were reportedly ambushed on Tuesday while escorting a convoy traveling from Orago to Oke-Oyo in the Ilere axis. Sources said the attackers killed the hunters and made away with their motorcycles. Eyewitness accounts indicated that members of the convoy narrowly escaped death due to the intervention of other armed guards who engaged the assailants and forced them to retreat. A local source said the attackers appeared to be deliberately targeting community security operatives. These bandits already have information about hunters, vigilantes, and forest guards. What they are doing now is to eliminate them so they can operate freely, the source said. Residents are calling on the government to strengthen security presence. We are no longer safe. The government needs to deploy more security personnel before things get completely out of hand, a community member lamented. The attack comes days after gunmen invaded an Ekwa church in Omugo near Orago, abducting 8 worshippers, including a pastor's wife. 3 victims were later rescued while others remain in captivity. Security concerns had earlier been raised by Olaito Zubair, coordinator of the Joint Security Watch, who warned of impending threats and urged proactive action. We cannot continue to treat security warnings with levity. Our leaders must act proactively to safeguard lives and property, he said. Residents say the recurring attacks highlight the urgent need for coordinated security effort to restore confidence in the area. That will be all on News Compact for today. For more updates, do visit our website at www.wuluswatelevision.com. Do visit our social media handle, Wuluswat TV, and do follow us on all our social media page, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all at Wuluswat Television. Once again, I am OLUSOLA IYANUOLUWA. Thanks for watching.